Irshad Hussain, who's the South and Middle East Asia foreign policy expert. He's an Empire Media panelist as well. Irshad Hussain, it's good to have you on the telecast with us. And the question I ask you is about the resurgence of the Hindu-Muslim unity that is being showcased by BJP and RSS together by way of the new Home Minister as well as the RSS chief. How should this be taken forward to allow for the country and its citizens to imbibe it at the larger level?
Yep. Thank you for having me on your show. Yeah, it's a really positive step, and it should be appreciated by everybody. And all the impediments, all the resistance, if at all, which I foresee may come in from the cadres of some right wings, should be stopped, because now it's a the leaders have led by example. Honorable Home Minister of the country, as well as Chief of RSS, have shown a pathway where they are doing their best to integrate the community in the country. So it's the cultural integration which is required. It's must. We have a common culture. We have the same culture. The method of worship could be different. Now I'd like to, because the whole this confusion why it happened. I'm audible, right? Yeah. The whole confusion about a whole confusion about this Azaan thing has happened in last 7 decades, I would say, is because of one of the dohas by one of our famous Mr. Kabir, and that says that Kankar Pathar Jori ke Masjid di banaye upar chad ke mulla de pang de kya behra hua khuda hai. Now here I'd like to tell on this national TV that the gentleman, Mr. Kabir, I'm saying Mr. Kabir, he misunderstood the whole thing. The Azaan is not it's not calling the God. It's not calling God. It's calling the people to come for prayer.
Yes.
So that's people thought why it's required and all those things are there. But I believe this was very well understood by the two top, I would say the topmost, if we say most powerful people of this country, the two are those whom we mentioned. They have understood this part, and they are doing a great job by leading by example by doing this. I hope the message goes down the cadre, and if all over the country this kind of respect is shown to each other's religions, the method of praying, and also in the same breath I would like to say, wherever there is if it is disturbing people and too much early morning, so there's a way to reduce the duration and things like that. I mean, there should be discussion among the community to reduce the volume of the loudspeaker and things like that, so that it's both ways. You know, I would say the path has been made by these two leaders, so the Muslim community should respond. Also, this is my humble opinion on the subject. I personally am very happy by the way it happened, to respect the thing. And it's one of the things which had a lot of confusion. So like this, we should take up topic by topic and try to minimize that gap, that communication gap, which is there. And again, the responsibility is more on the Muslim community to explain what these things are, for which the majority community has objections, so-called, because they have not understood the things correctly. So it's our duty to tell that, okay, this is this. If it was Teen Talaq, we said, okay, yeah, it was wrong, go ahead, scrap it, and it was done. If there is about 4 marriages, people should say, come on, how many Muslims do you see who have 4 wives? Come on, remove vehicle law if you want, no shoes, come on, do it, go ahead. So like these things which are there, people think it's associated, these stigmas which are associated with Muslim community, incorrectly, totally incorrectly. Those stigmas have to be removed, and for that the community should come out and explain to the people through your channel.
Okay, you've made a fair point. I'm going to come to Sumit Peer. So these stigmas and taboos that continue to be witnessed in our society, whether it is Navratri that is being celebrated, Garba celebrations, there have been these stray instances that have been coming into the limelight. If the top leadership, when we have Amit Shah, when we have the RSS chief making these overtures, telling people the right from wrong, does that then bring a greater acceptance and tolerance level in our society and within our communities? And shouldn't then more and more leaders who have mass appeal, who have significant voice that people follow, should then follow their leads?
Megha ji, look, the point here is that if you look at Modi ji, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, you look at Amit Shah ji, we saw what happened in Srinagar, Baramulla yesterday. We know what Bhagwat ji did a couple of days back. We know Datta ji's statement on this. So if you think at from the BJP RSS level, there is one message coming. And even Bhagwat ji said, a couple of months back, by har masjid mein shivling mat duna, when quote unquote. So if you look at the message which is resonating from all the corners is mutual love, respect and tolerance. So there are people, there are forces, we don't want India to be like that. There are people who want to divide us. There are people who want to have a civil war here. There are people who are doing their best to do this.
Place was dreaded at one time. There was stone pelting happening over there. There, our Home Minister gave a speech without any bulletproof shield. It gives a very strong message. And
and Islamophobia.
See, I want to tell you that it's not only from one side that the BJP gets bashed, it's also from the other side. So we have a section of people in our society, a section of voters who are perceived as BJP's major, most prominent vote bankers, which we call the extreme right wing. And what they do is they tend to say that whenever people like Amit Shah stopped his speech, paused his speech for the Azaan. There was a time when even Modi ji had done that. I remember one of his speeches which he paused because he heard the Azaan, and then people kept telling him that, speak up. And he said, just wait, let the Azaan get over. And when they do such things, the extreme right wing starts saying,
the countrymen believe.
The question is directed at me, Megha, right?
Yes.
Okay, now that's a $1 million question. Whom the country should believe. So we are now in the world of electronic media, which includes social and main news, and grassroots level, how we interact with people. With due respect to all the panelists, including myself, many of us are just debaters, drawing room, TV room, and we just talk. Many of us do not go to the ground. So it's very important that at ground level, there should be interaction. There needs to be interaction, just like Mohan Bhagwat ji interacted with the top brass of Muslim community. Similarly, that kind of interaction should percolate down to the Kasbah level. There are mosques in every Kasbah. There are shakhas in every Kasbah. There are VHP shakhas or whatever in everything. So why not have that kind of discussion there? Then we don't need the people who we did, who say that they represent the Muslims and not the other ones. So then we don't need any mediators. If the interaction is at grassroots level, it could be at Kasbah, at Mohalla, at city level, and then you see the wonder, see the magic. I'm sure things are going to be very clear. People will sit together, talk clearly. Okay, we don't yours. And they should respond, okay, if this is this you don't like, let's mend our ways slightly, and both sides. And I'm sure things could move in a very good direction. So that's my suggestion. There should be interaction ground level to make things clear. And the point, if you just is that
okay, I've lost Irshad Hussain. There is perhaps a network issue over there, but Sumit, I'm quickly going to come to you for a quick comment before I go to the rest of the panelists about then the larger solution over here. Should other leaders, I'm going to once again say, lead by example that has been set by the Prime Minister or the Home Minister or the RSS chief, or is this duplicity is what is being spoken about against the BJP?
Don't care about what the West thinks.
Okay. That's a good point that you've made, Yana, and the rest of my panelists. I thank you all for joining me on this healthy discussion and taking the nation forward without having communal biases, as has been led by example by our political leadership.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit